been praying all night long. I need to hear from God. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I need you.
I want to get into heaven. I want to endure God's blessings because I'm tired of stressing. And worrying only gets depressing. So therefore, I've got one question. God, can you hear me? I praise, but only on Sundays. I constantly call on you, but that's me using your name in vain, and apparently that's not the same. I read some scriptures every day. I promise that to you. I often make promises I can't keep. Okay, sometimes I read the verse of the day, but at school, I'm all in disarray. I don't use what you say, but in religion class, I make sure that they know that I call on your name, but how can I defend a God I know not of when they despise that there is a God above? So, God, can you hear me? Especially when I pray. Jesus, I ask for a relationship with you, but I show no proof that's what I want to do. When I'm constantly listening to my flesh, eternally I'm listening to death. The music that goes into my ears show no reflection of you. Dej Loaf and Future is what I listen to, but I go to them before I go to you. And what can they do but drive my soul and change my personality? What will I gain but devilish remains of a rhythm that is stuck in my brain? For me, gospel music is not the same, but I want them to take away my pain, and that music is my prescription, repeatedly reminding me to stick a needle into my veins, to the point where now I'm addicted, so I listen to that music every day. So, God, can you hear me? I know I let my phone come before you, and everything else I know will soon come to an end, but I still lift my hands and say, God, I want to be just like you. Even though I take on the world's ways and forget to give you praise as I cuss and fuss, God, can you hear me? And I wonder, will God ever answer me? Until one day, he takes all of that away, along with my days, and now it's too late. I tremble at the sound of his voice. He says, behold, my daughter, I gave you chance after chance, but you never really reached for my hand. All I wanted was to be your friend, but you were too wrapped up in that boy you thought was more of a man than me, the Almighty. That was foolish, you see, because he never did anything but call you pretty. It's funny, because I thanked him frequently for complimenting my masterpiece that came out of me. I needed you to share my word with the youth, but you refused because you wanted them to like you. And where are they now? Nowhere around, and it's your judgment day, and they're singing at parades as your funeral goes on. Yeah, you told me, God, I need you, but your sin never came to an end. You asked God, can you hear me, and said you wanted to be like me, wrapped up in worldly things. No wonder you couldn't hear me. See, I see and know all things. There's nothing you can hide from me, but you thought you could lie to me. And I always wondered, how can that be when you never wanted to be different? So the inner me that was written in you has always been hidden, and I created you, yet you showed no proof. Your classmates that needed to hear me turned away because you acted like them every day. You abandoned me. You could never hear my name. That's why you tended to shake when I called your name. Your headphones was never unplugged. I needed you to be strong, to preach when my people were guided wrong. I needed you to sing my song, but you never knew my psalm, just like you never touched my palm. But hey, I'm a forgiving God, and what I need from you is to do what I told you to do. Teach my people that one day every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that I am God. No, I am not a facade, but I am the Almighty and powerful. Science cannot be compared to me. I'm much more than the theory people need to hear me. The human brain cannot be tapped into me. That's why you don't believe what you cannot see, but you believe in myths, words that come from your own lips when you can't even use your whole brain. To me, that's insane. You have no power. How can you disprove? Is it because you want no one to have more power than you? How dare you? But I dare you to speak the truth. When I have proven that I am real, my son came and he did heal. So my daughter, put your faith and trust in me, and know that whether you're strong or weak, you can depend on me. I'll always have what you need. So therefore, my daughter, can you hear me?